Welcome to class. Today we're going to be doing a 30-minute Vinyasa flow practice. So all you need is your mat. If you have a couple of blocks or a strap or a belt, you can grab that as well. Let's begin. So we're going to begin in half shavasana. So start on our backs, legs bent, soles of the feet touch down on the ground. Either knees apart, or you can rest them together. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Close down the eyes. Take a deep breath in, fill up your lungs. Feel your rib cage expand in your chest. And exhale, open mouth. Take 2 more breaths like this. With each inhale, maybe add 1 more second. Each exhale, slow down the breath. Seal the lips. Start to bring that awareness inside. Take a moment here to welcome yourself onto your mat. Let go of anything you had going on before this class, anything else you have planned later today. Just let go of all of that. Bring all of your attention to the breath. Then bring the knees and the feet together. With the help of the hands or without, we're going to bring both knees all the way over to the right. Let the knees rest down. Extend your left arm out to your side. Right hand can rest on the rib cage. It's okay if your left shoulder doesn't touch the ground. You're just looking for that gentle twist in the mid-back. With the help of your right hand, bring your knees back through center and the knees all the way over to the left. Let them rest down. Extend your right arm out to your side. And a couple breaths here. Just ease into it. You don't have to force anything. Just let gravity do the work here. Help of your left hand, knees back up to center. Hug both knees into the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Maybe rock left and right. Massage out the spine if that feels good for you. And then grab on behind the hamstrings and start to rock forward and back. And we're going to meet in a boat pose. So once you're there, shins are parallel to the ground. Blink open the eyes. Extend the arms forward towards the feet. Start to pull your chest closer to the quads and then retract the shoulder blades on your back. So it's almost as if your shoulder blades are kissing on your back. If this is too much on your low back, you can always set the heels down. From here, inhale, come into low plank. Extend the legs out, the chest lowers down, everything is hovering above the ground. The whole front side of your body is super engaged. Exhale, lift it back up, boat. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Lower. And lift. 2 more, lower down. Just do your best. Back up, last one. Back up, palms together, hands at the heart. Take a twist over to the right. The right elbow is going to hover above the ground. And then inhale through center, over to the left. Over to the right. and to the left. So as you continue to move left and right, you start to find some rhythm in your own breath. Try to keep your core tight and strong. Keep the chest lifted towards the quads. 2 more each side. And we end on the left. So we're evened out. Back up. Extend the arms straight forward. 1 more breath here. Clean it up in boat. And then cross the ankles. Come into tabletop. Inhale, let the belly sink down for cow pose, gaze forward. Stretch out the abs. And exhale, push the ground away, tuck the chin to the chest, round the back. Press onto the inside part of the hands whenever the hands are making contact with the mat. Inhale, sink down, gaze forward. And exhale, push the ground away. Tuck the toes under, sit back on the heels. Stretch out the bottom of the feet. Bring the wrists about 6 inches closer so they're 6 inches away from the knees. And then keep the arms straight, the eyes of the elbows point forward towards the front of the room, front of the mat. And then start to lift the wrists up, come onto the first set of knuckles, and then lift the hand up so you're just on your fingertips. Lower, lower, lift, lift, lower, lower, lift, lift. 1 more, lower, lower, lift, lift. Back down, come onto the backs of the hands, the fingertips point towards the knees. Keep the arms straight once again and then start to shift back towards the heels. The wrists might lift off. Gently sway left and right. We're just warming up our wrists here, making sure we have some good blood flow happening. You spend a lot of time on your wrists in a class, so it's good to warm them up. Shake out the wrists if that feels good for you. And back to tabletop. Wrists under shoulders, knees under the hips. Tuck the toes under and then lift the knees up just 1 inch. So as you're doing this, you're almost as if you're in that cat pose. So you're still pushing the ground away as much as you can. You round the back, tuck the chin to the chest, and then without actually moving anything, imagine pulling your toes closer to your wrists. So you're going to fire up the whole front side of your body. Hold it here, 2 more breaths. And lift the knees, downward dog. Readjust your stance, start to pedal out the legs. 1 leg at a time. And then inhale, shift forward to high plank. Hips are about the same height as the shoulders. Again, eyes of the elbows point forward, so you take the pressure off the front side of your shoulder girdle. And lift the hips, down dog. Inhale forward, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, high plank. And lower all the way down to the ground. Untuck the toes, inhale, lift the chest, baby cobra. Hold here. Your glutes are engaged, the muscles in your back are engaged. Now you're retracting the shoulder blades together, again as if they're kissing on your back. You could even lift your hands up off the mat an inch. 1 more breath here. And exhale, lower down. Push the hips back to the heels, child's pose. And then inhale, lift, downward dog. Inhale, shift forward to high plank. Bring the feet together, big toes touch. And then roll onto the knife edge of the left foot, right arm reaches straight up towards the sky, side plank. So we're in a little bit of a rainbow arch with the body so the hips are lifted. And again, imagine pulling the knife edge of your left foot closer to your left wrist. So you really engage all the muscles along the whole left side body. From here, right knee comes to the right armpit. Hold it here, right foot is flexed. Push the ground away. And then come onto the ball of the left foot, look down towards your left hand, and step your right foot there. Low lunge, gently set down the left knee. Untuck the toes, inhale, arms lift. Exhale, shift the hips forward and down. And inhale, open up to crescent twist. Right arm back, left arm forward. Low lunge twist, I should say. So you're using your core to come into the twist, and then tuck your left toes under, lift the left knee up, crescent twist. And on the exhale, you're gonna cartwheel the hands down, spider lunge to the left. Left leg is bent, right leg is straight. And then walk your hands top of the mat, straighten both legs, pyramid pose on the right. So you should have a little micro bend in the right knee. As you inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, fold forward over the right thigh. So you should be able to get your left heel down on the ground. If your left heel is lifted, then you just need to shorten your stance a little bit. Start to shift forward, left foot is gonna float off, warrior three prep. So the left foot is flexed as if you're standing against the back wall. And then the shoulders are retracted together once again. So this is a great opportunity to use blocks if you have them, so that you can still keep your chest lifted. So instead of collapsing your chest down towards your right thigh as you would for standing splits, in a warrior three or warrior three prep, the chest is lifted. So you have that space across the collarbone. As you exhale, the left ankle is gonna cross behind the right, and then forward fold. Keep a micro bend in both knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Place your left palm down on the ground, slide your left foot off the mat. So right leg is bent, left leg is straight. Come onto the knife edge of both feet and then start to straighten your right leg a little bit more. You increase the stretch in the outer right hip. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. And the gaze comes back down towards the ground. Keep the left hand and the left foot where they're at. The right leg is gonna step up and over to the back of the mat for starfish. Inhale, lift the hips, engage the glutes. And exhale, lower the hips all the way down. Inhale, both arms reach up to the sky. And exhale, forward fold. Seated forward straddle fold. Take 2 breaths here. Try to see if you can slow down the breath. Start to walk your hands back towards your hips. Left hand comes back to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift the hips. Back to starfish. Exhale, right palm touches down, left foot steps back, one-legged plank. Hold it here. And then bend the left knee. Bring the left foot over the right calf for wild thing. Inhale, lift the hips. A little bit of a back bend. Reach that left arm up over your head. Left shoulder is stacked, right shoulder is stacked above the right wrist. And exhale, left palm touches down on the ground. High plank. Inhale, shift forward. And exhale, bend the arms 90 degrees, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, shift forward to high plank. Bring the feet together, big toes touch. Come onto the knife edge of the right foot. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. So that straight line, the shape of a T with the arms. Left knee to left armpit. Challenge yourself, see if you can hold it here. Gaze down towards the right hand and place the left foot there, low lunge. Set down the right knee, untuck the toes, inhale, arms lift. Exhale, press the hips forward and down. Open up to the twist, right arm forward, left arm back. And then tuck the right toes under, lift the knee. crescent twist. Cartwheel the hands down towards the right foot, spider lunge to the right. Right leg is bent, left leg is straight. Just one breath here. Then start to walk your hands forward, pyramid pose. Maybe step the right foot forward, right foot's at 45 degrees. Inhale to lengthen, and exhale, melt down over the left leg. Start to shift forward, right foot floats off. Warrior 3 prep. Send that right foot straight back. Find some length in the collarbone once again. Don't worry about how high you can bring your right leg. It's more important that the right leg is fully engaged. And exhale, cross the right ankle behind the left. Inhale to lengthen. Micro bend both knees as you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift, right palm comes down, start to bend the left knee, send the right foot off the mat to the left. Come onto the knife edge of both feet and start to straighten the left knee. Maybe left arm reaches up towards the sky. Gaze comes back down towards the ground. Keep the right foot and the right hand where they're at. Left leg kicks up and over for starfish. Left foot lands back of the mat. Inhale, lift the hips. And exhale, lower the hips all the way down. Both arms up to the sky. Big reach, big breath. Exhale, forward fold. Just 3 breaths here. With each inhale, find more length. The crown of the head reaches up forward, and exhale, melt down. Start to walk your hands back towards your hips. Right hand comes to the top of the mat. Inhale, back to starfish. Exhale, left hand touches down, one-legged plank. Right foot steps back. Right foot is lifted, bend the right knee. Bring the right leg behind the left calf. Inhale to wild thing. Exhale, right palm touches down, high plank. Lower all the way down to the mat. Untuck the toes. Interlace the hands behind the back for locust with C arms. Inhale, lift everything up. So the thighs lift off, the chest lifts off. The glutes are engaged. And exhale, lower everything down. Wrists underneath the shoulders, either through high plank or child's pose. We meet in down dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Bend the right knee, open stack the hips. Point the right toes, find as much length as you can in the right rib cage. Lower the right shoulder down to meet the left. Come up high on the ball of the left foot, shift forward, knee to right armpit. Hold it here, push the ground away, round the back. Flex the right foot, step it outside the hand for lizard lunge. You can gently sit down the left knee. Untuck the toes. You can just stay here on the wrists, or if you want to lower down onto the forearms, you can, or onto a couple of blocks. But even for me, lowering down onto the forearms is a little too deep of a hip stretch. So just come back to the functionality of the pose. Why are we doing each pose? What muscles are we trying to engage? What are we trying to stretch? And how can you make that work within your body? So don't worry about what the people around you are doing, especially if you're at home and you're doing it with friends. Just do what you want to do, what feels best in your body. From here, place your left hand down on the ground, left palm down on the ground, and start to reach your right hand behind you. Bend the left knee. Maybe you can grab onto the outside of the left foot. And if you can't reach the foot from here, you can also grab a strap or a belt in the future. And you can start to pull the ankle and the leg towards you to stretch the left quad. Just 2 more breaths here wherever you're at. You can also just stay there in lizard lunge. If you had that back foot held, you can gently release. Tuck the left toes under, lift the left knee up, extend the right arm forward towards the front of the mat, and then step your left leg through. Hold it here, keep the left leg fully engaged, lift up out of the left shoulder socket, lots of side core here, and exhale, lower down. So with the right leg, you can either come onto the top of the right foot. We're gonna come into a forward fold, but if that already does not feel good on the right hip, you can just bring the right sole of the foot to the inside of the left thigh. Either way, flex the left foot, toes up towards the sky, inhale, arms lift, exhale, forward fold. Come back up to seated, walk the hands back, cross the ankles, place the hands, and then we'll meet in downward dog. So however you want to get there is fine. You could either just lift the hips straight to down dog, you can take a child's pose, you can go through your vinyasa, you can handstand, you can do 100 chaturanga push-ups, I don't care. We're all going to meet in down dog, your choice to get there. Inhale, left leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Bend the left knee, open, stack the hips. Come up high on the ball of the right foot, shift forward, lizard lunge on the left. Step onto the outside of the left hand. And again, whatever variation you'd like to take with the legs, with the arms, your choice. Maybe even close the eyes. Tune into the breath. Start to pay more attention to the sensations in the body, the sensations in the joints. Place your right palm down on the ground. Reach your left arm behind you. Maybe grab onto the right foot or take a strap if you'd like. And then gently pull the heel closer to the glute. Start to stretch out the right quad. So you're in a little bit of a twist, maybe even a little bit of a back bend. So there's a lot going on here, so just go easy. If you had the foot held, gently release. Come onto the toes of the right foot, lift the right knee up, extend the left arm straight forward towards the front of the room, step the right leg through, hold it here, just 2 breaths, push the ground away, right leg is fully engaged. And exhale, set the hip down. And again, whatever variation you'd like to take with the left leg, so either onto the top of the left foot or left sole of the foot to the inside of the right thigh. Either way, inhale, arms lift, and exhale, forward fold. It's easy to get the breath going, to get some speed. But when we come into these passive stretches, how quickly can you slow down the breath? How quickly can you regain control? Start to walk the hands back towards the hips, cross the ankles once again. Step Step the feet back, and we'll meet in down dog. However you get there is perfect. From here, we're all going to end up in malasana or yogi squat. So you could either just walk the feet to the outsides of the hands, or maybe lift the heels, bend the knees, and float the hips up, and then step the feet to the outside of the hands. So the triceps come onto the inside of the thighs. Gently sway left and right. Maybe come onto the backs of the hands for a little wrist release. Then gently set the hips down. Hug the knees into the chest, come onto your back. Give yourself a big squeeze. Be so proud of all the work you just did. Bring both knees over to the right side. And extend the left arm out. We're going to finish class exactly where we begin. The help of the right hand, knees back through center and over to the left. Maybe even close down the eyes for the rest of class. And whatever muscles are holding on to tension, with the next exhale, tell them to relax. Just melt. With the help of the hand, bring the knees back to center. Give yourself one more big squeeze here. Big breath in. Maybe hold at the top. And exhale, open mouth. As your heels come to the corners of your mat. For your final pose of your practice, as always, shavasana, palms face up towards the sky, the feet naturally fall open. Relax the muscles in the face, the jaw, and bring the attention back to the breath. You can stay here as long as you'd like. You can pause the video. Thank you so much for rolling out your mat and flowing with me today. With love and gratitude. Namaste.